This is going to be my very first gift guide. Of course, for gamers, or for anyone that likes to play games in general. With Christmas just around the corner, I'll try to keep this list to things you can get quickly, but they still work as late gifts too if you know they won't mind it. I'll also recommend some games, but honestly I'm not sure they'll make great gifts unless you know what they want exactly. So you could always add some gift cards to the consoles that they play the most as some stocking stuffers. Now onto the bigger gifts. I have them in 3 groups, one at $25, $50, and $100. Actually, let's add in past $100 for those gamers you really appreciate and you got that disposable income. Now starting at $25, we got storage, a micro SD card. You can never go wrong with upgraded storage or extra storage. The micro SD card also ranges from as low as $15.77 for around 128 gigabytes to $89 for 1 terabyte. All these are on sale on Amazon currently, and they are great price points for the type of storage that they have. I also usually go for the SanDisk one just because that brand is more dependable. You can also pair an SD card reader along with the micro SD card for them to use for their devices, and there's this Anchor one that's around $17.99 and works really well for its price point. The next gift that you could get for your gamers are some cool cases. The Pro Case flip cover. This one I use specifically for my Nintendo Switch Lite, and there's one for the Nintendo Switch OLED as well. They're both under $20, and if you want to go a little bit harder, there's a Skull & Co one with a couple of nice interchangeable grips under $25. The Skull & Co case when on the Switch also fits in the dock compared to the Pro Case flip cover. That one doesn't fit in the dock. The next item we got are these cool looking IEMs going for $24.99. They're great budget in-ear monitors, and typically you can get much more detail out of it compared to over-the-ear headphones for around the same price. The last item for under $25 would be something I plan on picking up myself. This Anchor HDMI splitter button. I want to get into streaming a bit more and switching to those exclusive games to their respective consoles. Using this would be awesome. A great gift for those streaming gamers. It just makes life a whole lot more efficient. We also have something similar to the HDMI splitter included in the next list, the $50 mark. The Anchor one only has 2 HDMI ports. In my case, it would stream the PS5 or the Nintendo Switch, so it's perfect for me. Well, this Ugreen one would do the trick. This Ugreen one does come with a remote and multiple different ports. Now what I have next in the list are some controllers, mainly the 8BitDo ones. They're all under $50 when they're on sale as of right now, and they're great controllers overall that I still use regularly every day, for the most part. It's all because of that easy connection and the charging dock, plugged into my Switch dock, and I don't have to worry about any Bluetooth connection issues. And when I want to switch over to the PC, I just turn the controller around and change it back to Bluetooth where it's already paired to my PC. I don't have to worry about any connection issues with the dongle because it works just as if it was wired. I don't have to worry about battery life because it's always charged on that charging dock anyways. So that battery fatigue or that anxiety of pick up a controller and you're thinking to yourself, did I actually charge it? You don't have to worry about that. A nice addition to the 8BitDo Ultimate Controller would be a case for the controller. For any of those gamers you know that likes traveling with a controller. It's $20, it fits the charging dock, and has a port for you to charge the controller. Now with all these gifts, you would want a bag to carry it. Or maybe you don't want a protective case that makes the handheld so much bulkier, so you would go for that slimmer profile. So this next one would be a great gift for those reasons. The Tom Tuck carrying case. There are 2 versions, one for the Nintendo Switch and one for the Steam Deck, but I would recommend the one specifically for the Steam Deck. It's just bigger and can fit more of those essentials that the gamers need. Right now it sits around $50, but there's a 10% coupon sitting around on Amazon all the time, so we're looking at around $40. Next we got 3 unique items, also in this $50 or less group. Starting with this Hote 42 S13 hit pad. Sitting at $45 on sale right now, it's a great gift for those gamers that want to give fighting games a try. It's what got me into playing Tekken for sure. For the retro game lovers, we have this Epilogue GB operator for $49.99. I don't have it, but it sounds great being able to play retro games, ripping the ROMs and transferring save files. Maybe I'll pick one up. I really do want to though. Okay, this next one is this Charge SSD enclosure. If you know your gamer has upgraded their Steam Deck or their first version of the ROG Ally already and has no use for their old SSD drive, this makes that old SSD drive an extra storage. You could just plug it in and play. It's as simple as that. And if you don't want to have the attachment right on top of the Steam Deck, it comes with a USB-C cable, so you don't have to have it on top. On to the $100 category, retro handhelds. I love having one of these with me. They're great for passing time or just that hit of nostalgic gaming. And it's great for those tinkerers and non-tinkerers alike. The RG35XX Plus and the RG35XX SP. They're pretty much the same, both from Anbernic, and still great to have to play those nostalgic games. And they're both ranging from around $50 to $60. The Anbernic RG35XX SP around $55 and the Anbernic RG35XX Plus around $54, which are both currently on sale. Now, another gift in this category is something that I've been planning on getting myself. It's this kit called the FPGBC, the Funny Playing Game Boy Color Kit. It's literally Legos for adults. It's super fun to build your very own Game Boy Color with a modded screen for $80. Essentially, that is cheaper than buying a brand new Game Boy Color without that modded screen. It's cheaper than the modded Game Boy Color, which sits at around $150 on eBay. So it's a great price point for those tinkers that loves building retro games. Alright, here we go. This is the basically no budget, I really like this gamer, take all my money category. Starting from the lower end of this category would be storage. Of course, we got SSDs in the long form factor, which is cheaper than the short form factor. Like how in my ROG Ally X I have a 4TB SSD. The regular NVMe drives, they're great storage space for more games. You can also use these same drives for the PS5 too. Just keep in mind that the Steam Deck and the first ROG Ally would use this 2230 NVMe form factor, which can be a bit more expensive. They're not as commonly used, and that's why it costs a little bit more. Some other accessories you can get for them would be the Xbox Elite controller. I was actually gifted this one too. For PC gaming, I love using this controller. Honestly, it's because the glyphs match whenever I'm playing on my PC. Like I mentioned earlier, I was gifted this and it was designed for me. The same can be done for your gamer. Using the Elite Lab, you can do all sorts of customizations. Of course, that will increase the price, but nonetheless a great thoughtful gift. Also, it might take a bit to send, so decide quick. I believe my gifter told me it arrived in about a week and a half. But this was before the holidays, so I'm assuming maybe longer as of right now since holidays are around the corner. In this list, I do also want to add in the Switch Lite. I know the Nintendo Switch 2 is also around the corner, probably going to get announced in the upcoming month, but I do like having the Switch Lite around. The size was enough to bring me back into gaming on the Switch. The portability really brings back the ease to commute and hack away at that backlog. There's also the OLED screen mod by Taki Udon that I'm looking forward to, so I'm waiting to give that a shot. With their Super 5 OLED screen, apparently it does seem like the OLED screen is better than the original Nintendo Switch OLED screen, so definitely going to be a video for that mod. Now this gives that Switch Lite an OLED screen, and at that size it really does make it the perfect portable device. And without it, honestly, it's still a good reliable handheld, especially for those gamers that commute a lot. Another over $100 gift I'd recommend would be the Steam Deck OLED. If your gamer isn't a Switch player, not a PS5 Xbox console gamer, and mainly games on the computer through Steam, the Steam Deck OLED will by far be the best addition to their gaming experience. It's essentially the best way to play PC games portably straight out of the box. It's more of a console-like experience like the Nintendo Switch, but for PC gaming. And that's all. Hopefully something in this list helps you out. I would also like to add Etsy recommendations like some colored buttons or even artisan buttons or deck buttons. Even D-brand products would give you great customizations of consoles, and they all make great gifts. Alright, as always, thanks for watching, guys. A great way for you guys to help out with this channel is to comment down below what you're getting your gamer, and maybe it will help someone else out. We're getting really close to 500 subs, so please give this video a like as well and subscribe, please. Thanks, guys. Peace.